Linda tried again. She told me the airline called and said they overbooked. She said my ticket got canceled and there were no more seats. I called the airline myself. They said all 5 tickets were confirmed. Linda grabbed the phone and hung up saying I was bothering them. 3 days before the trip, Linda told Frank I decided to stay home to focus on college applications. Frank found that suspicious since I was a junior and had another year. He asked me directly, and I said Linda told me I couldn't go. Linda jumped in saying I was confused and emotional about them leaving. Frank looked between us and said we'd discuss it later. That night, I heard them arguing. Frank said he paid for 5 tickets and 5 people were going. Linda said I'd ruined the trip with my bad attitude. Frank asked what bad attitude since I'd been nothing but excited. Linda couldn't answer. The morning of the flight, Linda told me the taxi was full and I'd have to meet them at the airport. And she gave me the wrong terminal number. When I got to Terminal A, they weren't there. I called Tom and he said they were at Terminal C and boarding was starting. I ran across the airport and made it just as they were about to close the gate. Linda looked shocked to see me. She actually asked the gate agent if my ticket was real. Frank told her to stop making a scene and get on the plane. On the plane, Linda tried to sit next to me, but Tom and Bobby had already claimed the seats. She had to sit alone 2 rows back. The boys spent the flight teaching me card games and Frank joined us while Linda sat by herself sulking. In Tokyo, Linda tried to control everything. She'd say we were going one place, then get upset when Frank took us somewhere else from our planned list. She'd try to split us up for activities, but the boys wanted to stick together. She suggested I was old enough to explore alone, but Frank said we stayed as a family. When Linda tried to book separate rooms at the hotel, Frank found out and made her cancel. She had to explain to the desk clerk why she'd tried to change her reservation secretly. At the robot restaurant, Linda told the host we were a party of 4. I held up my ticket and said 5. The host looked confused, and Linda claimed she had forgotten me. Tom said loudly that she'd been forgetting his sister all week. People stared, and Linda went red. She spent the rest of the show in silence while we cheered and took pictures.